What is up, friends? Welcome back to the Refined Sisterhood podcast, season 2. We are so excited that you are here. We took the summer to enjoy the little moments of life, and we are so glad to be back with you sweet people listening for, oh my gosh, a bomb season. This episode is just a little intro into all the goodness that you're going to hear this season, and we catch you up on all the life things, and I leave you, I start the episode with some pretty big news. It's Caitlin, by the way. So I start the episode with some big news if you haven't already heard it. We also hit on some great things that the Lord has taught us, and we end with a giveaway. So if you are ready to dive into season 2 of our podcast, let's freaking go. Welcome to the Refined Sisterhood podcast. We are your hosts, Maddie and Kait, and we are here to chat about all things motherhood, faith-infused entrepreneurship, and lots of real life.
We want you to leave feeling loved, encouraged, and a whole bunch of excitement for where the Lord has you right in this moment. We are so glad you are here.
So grab your coffee, matcha, tea, whatever makes you happy, and let's hang out and indulge in some joyful conversations.
Hello. Oh my goodness. We are back. It's been a hot minute.
Yes.
We are so excited to be back recording and be back giving you guys this podcast. So I'm Maddie and this is Caitlin.
Hello.
If you have not been here before or you're new, we are Maddie and Caitlin, and we are besties. We are moms. We just do life together.
We're the coolest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah, I completely agree. But this episode is going to be like a super fun episode where we just kind of talk about life updates.
Yeah.
Kind of what's to come on the podcast for this season. And then we're going to wrap up this episode with a really fun giveaway.
Yes.
So, to get started, Caitlin has some really big news that we found out about this summer. So I'm going to let her talk about it.
Hello, friends. It has been so long. I'm so glad to be here. And this time I'm talking to you pregnant. If you didn't already know, I announced that I was pregnant back in the end of June, I think. Mm-hmm. And I am now, how many weeks am I? 23 weeks pregnant. Holy crap. That's gone by so fast.
It really has. I feel like we just found out you were pregnant.
I know. I am 23 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. And I'm really excited. It's been a great pregnancy, especially compared to my first one. So, but yeah, that's the big news. Big things are happening in the Haynes household. So I am due January 10th. But he's currently we went to my anatomy scan a couple of weeks ago, and he's measuring 3 days ahead. So
maybe he'll make his appearance early.
We'll see. My birthday is December 30th. So part of me is like, ooh, I want to share my birthday with my baby, but also he can have his own birthday too. It's fine.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you. And maybe they don't know. So maybe this is
I know.
Surprise. But yeah, Caitlin told me, what was it, like no?
Okay, so update. So the last time we podcasted for season 1, the last time we did was the day that I told Maddie I was pregnant.
Oh,
right? Yeah. So 97 days ago.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's actually funny. I need to see this video. I've never seen it.
You haven't seen it? I pulled it up not long ago, and I watched part of it. But yeah, I videoed her reaction, and she hasn't even seen it. But 97 days ago, according to our calendar.
Crazy.
Yeah, I told you I was pregnant.
I completely forgot about that it was the day we podcasted. But it was funny because I had to we podcast at my house, and so I had to leave to go pick Keegan up.
Yeah.
And Caitlin was still here working. So when I got back, she's standing at the front door when I walk in, and she looks sad or something. She's like, something happened. And I thought she deleted all of our episodes. I'm thinking something really bad has just transpired, all the work we had done that day. was not good. Like it had all just gotten deleted. And she's like, something happened. And I was just like, what? This is why I need to see the video because I thought, oh gosh, it's really, really bad. Whatever she has done is not good. And then she whipped out the ultrasound photo, which it's funny because I told her on the way to pick up Keegan from my parents' house that day, I like had this gut feeling. I was coming back telling her I had a pregnancy test in my room that I was going to make her go take. Because I had this gut feeling she was. And so like in my head, I was thinking the whole way home, like, I'm going to have to talk her into taking this pregnancy test, whatever. And then I walk in, and why I was so shocked is because I saw the ultrasound photo and I was like, hold up. Like, you have an ultrasound photo. Like, this means like you're like pregnant. Like, we're not finding out today that you're pregnant. Like, you're like pregnant.
Oh yeah. It was really funny because she like walks in and her face, she was like, what in the world? And I really didn't know. I didn't know how else to tell her other than to just stand there and then like whip it out. I tried to think of so many like ideas. I was like, what? But yeah, it was really funny. And she was just like, wait, hold on a minute. What?
I was in shock because I thought we were going to find out like she was pregnant that day, not knowing that she had been pregnant for a hot minute.
Yep. And for those of you who are wondering, it was, yes, kind of semi-planned. Me and Hunter we've always said we wanted our babies close together. Around 18 to 22-ish months was like ideal in our heads because we had seen other people have babies that close, and like we both have siblings that we're kind of far apart from, so we like the idea of them growing up being besties. So yes, it was semi-planned. It was actually a little early because they're going to be 17 months apart, but we weren't preventing it. So I am excited. 2 under 2 is going to be fun. I got this.
You do have it.
I'm a little intimidated, but it'll be fine.
It'll be good. I feel like that's just one of those things that it's just somehow you adjust, and then like after this baby's here for even like a couple months, you're not even gonna be able to remember or imagine life before
I know
this baby. But I feel like I'm trying like really hard not to say his name because I know that you're announcing that later, but I'm like, okay, Maddie, keep your mouth shut. But anyways, do you have anything else you want to talk about with pregnancy? I'm sure you're going to talk about
we're gonna
in regards to this pregnancy
throughout
later
this season,
in different episodes. So anyways, well, Caitlin and I literally like never saw each other this summer.
No, it was really sad actually.
We really screwed up this summer. We planned our vacations opposite weeks this whole summer.
Basically opposite months. Mm-hmm. Like all of mine, I was gone for, was it 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Maybe it was 3. I can't even remember anymore. But I know I was gone for a long time in June. I was in Charleston and then I was at the beach. And when I got back, I think I saw Maddie like maybe one time. And then July came around and she left me for like the whole freaking July. And I was not happy, but she was living her best life in Florida.
I know. You were gone for what, 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
I think I was gone for 2, but I think for some reason I didn't see you for another week.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. Wait, was Keegan sick or something?
I don't even remember.
I don't know.
It feels like forever ago, but it really wasn't. I don't know. She was gone, like she said, all the month of June, and then she was home for a week. I don't really know what happened. I know it was like Hunter's birthday.
Yeah, there was that.
There was
July
like
4th.
there's like other stuff going on. And then I left for literally like 3 weeks.
Yes.
I went to Florida twice. Like I came home for a week in between. But then when I was home,
she was ignoring me because she knew the gender of my child and was trying to keep it a secret.
So I knew that is another thing. I found out the gender of this child, which they know it's a boy.
Yeah.
So, I knew that they were having a boy for like a freaking month without them knowing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot. Like, I know way too long. But I mean, I wasn't home for like the month of July. So it helped. And then the one time like Hunter saw me, he thought that I was giving it away by my demeanor. And I was like, what? No, this is why I can't be around you guys. So yeah, I did know the gender for like a whole month, which was crazy. But yeah, so I was gone for 2 weeks to Florida and then 1 week at the lake. So with all of our vacations, mine and Caitlin's, we never saw each other.
Yeah.
It was really depressing. Like, I feel bad for Sean and Hunter because they had to get our girl talk all the time because we didn't see each other. And then like the month of August, Beckett was sick.
Yeah, that was the whole situation. I literally was like locked in my house for like 3 straight weeks with my sick child. Many different sicknesses. One was like, well, I had COVID at some point. Before that, he had a cough. And then there was like a good week. And then we had his birthday party. And then he had this huge allergic reaction to an antibiotic he was on. And then what happened after that? The ear infection was like the next week. And I was like, dude, am I ever going to get a break? Like, we didn't even get to enjoy going to the pool or anything. I felt like I was in my house for like a whole month. So yeah, me and Maddie did not get to see each other. So it's probably a good thing that we cut off season 1 where we did. If you don't know, we updated everyone on Instagram, but we did decide to start doing seasons of our podcast, and it just made sense because thank God, because we would not have been able to post this summer because we weren't together.
I know, we would have been like, hey girl, what you up to? Like, I haven't even seen you in forever. So yeah, we had vacations. We only saw each other a few times.
Yeah.
Caitlin announced that she was pregnant. And
despite the sickness and like not seeing each other, we still had lots of fun with the boys. When we did get together, I know in May we went to the pool a good bit. And then we did all kinds of things. I did all kinds of things with Beckett. We went to the park a lot. Yeah. We did lots of fun things. The beach was really fun with him. He loved the sand. Loved it. Loved the ocean. He was obsessed.
Yeah. So now it's fall and we have 0. Caitlin just got back from her baby moon, and so she's not going anywhere else. And I'm not going anywhere else for the foreseeable future. So we have no excuses to not be with each other, which is great.
Yes.
So yeah, we had a good summer, but we're excited to like catch you guys up and also like catch up me and her because we haven't seen each other.
We need some girl talk for sure. But anyway, so that's just a little update on us. I know that was kind of just like, we had a good summer. I'm pregnant. Woohoo. Yeah. But that's basically all it was just like a really good break from social media. And well, I worked a decent amount in the summer, but from podcasting and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're excited, though, to move forward into this season of our podcast because we have so much goodness coming, and we're so excited. We have some guests planned, a few of those, and they're going to be amazing. They're going to speak so much wisdom and goodness for y'all. And then we just want to hit on a few of the topics just to give you a little something so you know what you have to look forward to. So we're going to talk about all the fall things because me and Maddie are obsessed with fall. It's like our favorite time of year.
This is like when we hit full thriving mode.
Yes.
So we're really excited.
Yes. And then we'll probably, of course, talk about pregnancy and birth because I'm pregnant over here. So like what else is going on in my life that's interesting to talk about? We'll talk about the boys, all that fun stuff. And then some like good topics we're going to get into are like low tox living because me and Maddie have been trying to take some toxins out of our life. Body image, grief, hope, like just tons of things like that we really feel like are going to hit you in the seasons that you're in right now. And hopefully we can just walk alongside you and, give you the best advice and just help you to feel not alone in the season that you're walking through this fall.
Yeah. So with everything that she said, I really think that it's like such a God thing that we had made the decision to, do podcast seasons and like took this whole summer off because although we didn't like see each other that often, there was a lot of refining that happened personally in each of us.
Yeah.
And so with that, it has allowed us to be able to bring you some deeper topics that maybe we haven't spoke on before.
Yeah.
Just because we've walked through things and the Lord's been refining us in this season. And it's stuff that we are all going to be able, or Caitlin and I are going to be able to encourage you and maybe meet someone in the place that they're in that we have never done before. So, so let's talk about some things that the Lord has been teaching us, just this summer.
Yeah. So one of the things that the Lord has been teaching me this summer, also just in general over the last couple of years, but specifically something that I've been trying to live specifically in 2022, but really this summer, is that like living your reality is more important than living your best life on social media. And literally, I think Maddie and I both have not posted as much on social media. And I mean, I miss it some days, and I'm sure y'all miss seeing our faces. I used to literally get on my Instagram and talk all day long, all the time on my stories. And now it's like a once every 2 weeks thing, just because, I mean, we're busy. We have toddlers, so we don't have time for that. But also, I realized that like living your reality is just more important, and having intentional moments with my husband and my baby boy and my family. And then also like instead of scrolling TikTok or Instagram, like spending time in the Word, just things like that I've realized is so important. And I feel like I'm thriving when I do that, when I'm not so much like just not putting on a front on social media, but you feel like you almost like owe someone, like you owe your audience something when you're on Instagram. But when you're like living your reality instead and not worrying about those things, it's like you can actually like enjoy and live your life and not care, oh, what does this person think about this? Or how many likes am I going to get on this? Or whatever. So that's one of the things the Lord has been teaching me.
Yeah. So as you were talking, I feel like the Lord reminded me of one of the biggest things, which I didn't even talk to you about this earlier before when we were planning this episode, but something that I feel like the Lord has been really teaching me this summer, also since I got pregnant with Keegan, had Keegan, all the things, is how important my job is as his mom and also as his like spiritual leader. And it's so tough because when they're like newborns, I mean, yeah, you can turn worship music on, you can start creating those habits. Like I want to read my Bible in front of him and like all this stuff, but they're newborns, right? So like you don't feel like doing that has so much purpose. But now that he's one and running around everywhere, literally will repeat every single word that you say, he like knows so much. He knows routines, he pays attention. And like knowing that he is like a full-blown human being that watches every move I make. Knowing how important my job to just help him learn how to read his Bible, learn that like what a quiet time looks like. And obviously it looks different for a 1-year-old, right? Like than us as 26-year-olds. And so it's just different. But like knowing how important that job is and how like it's our job to invite the Holy Spirit into playtime. It's our job to like pray for them. It's our job to watch them pray or want them to watch us pray for them, for our husbands, for our family, take them to church, like create these routines of this is what quiet time looks like. Like we turn worship music on and just worshiping, and like, it's our job to do that. And I don't take that job lightly because I want to create, or I want him to grow up to be a disciple and not just someone that has this, like, I know who Jesus is, but like my parents didn't, portray him in our home actively. And so I feel like the Lord has really been teaching me, like, your job is like really serious. Like I have entrusted you to be his mom and for Sean to be his dad. And we have to, we get that job. I don't take that job lightly. We have to, teach him and grow him to be the disciple that the Lord calls him to be. So I don't know, that was a lot, but I was sitting here and I was like, wait, why didn't I not talk about this earlier? Like, this is like the main thing the Lord has been teaching me this summer is like, it's a big deal to be a mom.
Yeah, it's a big deal to be a spiritual leader. And I won't add to that because that was everything that needed to be said, but agreed 100%. Another thing that the Lord has been teaching me is that selflessness looks a lot different as a mom. And this is one of those things, like when we first had Beckett, I realized like, okay, it's time to be selfless. Like me and Hunter, have obviously been selfish in a lot of ways. Just because like we were individual people. We were together for a long time. We had our own routines, whatever. And then you have a baby and you're like, okay, it's time to be selfless. But the older Beckett gets, specifically in like this season now, and when he got sick this summer, the Lord really started teaching me that like selflessness looks a lot different as a mom. And in some ways, like it's going to look like neglecting not only like yourself, but it's going to look like neglecting a lot of your other relationships when you have to like be there to like be a mom. Because like I said earlier, we were kind of locked in our house for 3 weeks or going to the doctor or whatever. And I was having to like, I mean, honestly, I was not really on my email game. Like I was leaving people hanging at work and I was not really talking to friends and I was like doing all these things. And, I don't know, sometimes it's hard because in those seasons you feel like you almost feel like a bad friend, or like I felt like a bad photographer for some of my brides and stuff, just because like I was having to literally be selfless, but it looks a lot different now because it's not just being like selfless for my own sake. Like, oh, I'm not going to get my nails done anymore because I don't really have time to do that because I need to tend to my son. No, it's more like I literally sometimes have to drop everything and disappoint people so that I can be there for my child. And like, that's hard to like grasp sometimes, but like sometimes you're going to disappoint people because you literally have to be a mom. And that I feel like it just is different because the older he gets, the more I'm going to have to literally like tend to his every need and like not put as many people first, and like just growing up being a people pleaser, even though I've gotten way better at it and I don't really necessarily people please anymore. It's like one of those things where I've always very much like tried to put people like not first, but like make them feel important. But like when you become a mom, you just kind of, you have to let some things go and you have to be there for your child. So I just feel like it looks a lot different as a mom, and it's only going to get more tough when you have to like sometimes disappoint people because you have to just be a mom. Yeah. So
I also think when you have like godly community around you, like they understand.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, for sure.
I understand that, like feeling like you disappoint
people. Like even if they say, oh no, like please don't apologize, it's not a big deal. Like, if I have to cancel coffee which I did. I have a friend. I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to cancel today. I have to go to the doctor. Beckett looks like he's been burned in a fire because he's like got a rash, and that was his allergic reaction. And I was freaking out. And she was like, please don't apologize, it's fine. Yeah. So it's not necessarily like anybody made me feel that way. It's just like I naturally feel bad because I'm like, I feel like I'm disappointing people or like I'm disappointing my clients because I'm not emailing them back within 24 hours. It's more like a week, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's just a season of life.
Yeah.
You know, there's ups and downs, and when babies are sick, you know, it's one of those things you just gotta roll with the punches, and you rolled with the punches for like a whole month this summer.
It was tough.
But so another thing the Lord like has really refined me in and done a lot of teaching is something that I'm going to talk about in a future episode. So I'm not going to elaborate that much on it, but it's something I had never walked through before or had pretty much anyone that has like walked through it. And so this summer I walked through like something multiple times really hard. And so through all of that, the Lord taught me what it looks like to take steps back in season. So take steps back from social media, from my business. When I was going through all of this, I canceled a lot of sessions. I did the bare minimum, which was my weddings that I had booked. I really just spent time with the Lord, and Caitlin wasn't here because she was on her vacations. Like I said, our vacations are off this summer. So the Lord really took that time, and I was alone, and he taught me a lot through just spending time with family and working through a lot of these emotions and feelings, and how it's okay and important to take steps back in different seasons. So Yeah.
And then not last, we're always being taught things, but another one that like stuck out was that there is a lot of purpose in one-on-one conversations. I have had a few friends this summer just be able to like come and sit down with me for coffee or whatever. And I have had the opportunity to pour into them. I've also had people pour into me, and it's been like a one-on-one conversation. And I have that all the time with Maddie, but specifically, like I had conversations with people that I don't really have deep conversations with often, or have never had a deep conversation with them. And it really opened my eyes to like, I didn't really know this person that well before I really had this conversation. Or like another conversation was like, I feel like I'm a lot less alone because this person is going through something similar. And I've just realized that sometimes it's good to open up to people who like you've never had conversations, like deep conversations with before. Cause Maddie knows my whole life, like up, down, sideways, all the things. And we have one-on-one conversations all the time, but sometimes it's good to like go to those people that you really haven't had conversations with before, or allow yourself to like be bold enough that if someone asks you, hey, I would really like some spiritual advice, or really like XYZ, like you have the boldness to like go and be like, okay, maybe I'm not prepared to have this conversation, but I got this. The Lord's got me, and it's going to be a good one. And I feel like I've really noticed that the Lord has used me one-on-one with people a lot this summer, and there's just a lot of purpose in it.
Yeah. Wow. I feel like just even what we've talked about with what the Lord's taught us, like we could have sat there and elaborated on all that. We had to control ourselves, honestly, to not go into serious detail. But just from those topics alone, like it makes me really excited to just have this next season of the podcast, because I feel like it's just going to be so good.
It is.
But because we love you guys, and we are honored that you are here every Wednesday and that you support us, we love you, and we want to do a giveaway to honor you and honor your friends. And so we are giving away a gift card to one of our favorite ever companies, the Daily Grace Co.
Yes.
Caitlin and I both have a bunch of their stuff. I have one of their Bibles. They have journals, affirmation cards, Bible studies, Bible accessories, like the little Bible tabs, home decor, things for your littles, and so much more. And so they also have an app, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It has like Bible studies on it. I think you can even like access the Bible on it. You can buy their like merch, their products, all the things. It's just like a really cool app. And they have a podcast as well.
Yeah. And you can actually, I think you can listen to it on their app. That's how I discovered it. But yeah, so Daily Grace Co., it's going to be amazing. We are giving away a $100 gift card. So you can go get yourself a Bible or whatever. Yeah. But there's a catch. For this giveaway, we really wanted our listeners to be able to love on their people. So instead of entering yourself, we want you to enter someone or multiple people that you love, that you feel like deserve to be poured into and to be loved. Anyone in your life that you feel like could use new things like affirmation cards, or like maybe get themselves a new Bible just because they deserve it or whatever. We want you to be able to enter your friends into this giveaway. So we are doing it live on Instagram tomorrow. So we're posting it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And basically all you have to do is follow us on Instagram, go into the comments, tag the person that you want to enter, and leave them a love note. Basically just explain why you love them, why they should win. Just encourage them and let them know that you love them and that they deserve it and that you care about them. And just for a little bonus, we're going to throw in a secret word that only our podcast listeners know. So this is going to be open to everyone, but specifically you listening to our podcast right now. We want you to use a secret word in your caption somewhere, and that word is bestie. So somewhere in your comment, make it nonchalant. Don't just like scream bestie and that's it. Like, put it in your caption. Be like, I love my bestie Caroline so much because yada, yada, yada. We want you to use that. And if you use that word, you get 10 extra entries for that friend. So use the word bestie, make it nonchalant. And when you do, you will get 10 extra entries for that friend. And we just think it's a great way to share the love for you to give your friend something really exciting. And hopefully they'll enter you back into the giveaway because we all know that you would love to win this yourself too. So we're going to post it tomorrow. It'll be live until 8 p.m. on Friday. So stay tuned for that. We're going to post it tomorrow. Go win your friend something exciting.
Yeah, they won't be disappointed. It's such like, all their stuff is like such good quality. It is all amazing. I always get compliments on my Bible.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, it is. It is the aesthetic for sure.
And you know we're aesthetic people. Like that's the thing we care about.
I know. Well, I'm kind of jealous about this giveaway. I wish I could win, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, well, that was episode 1 of podcast season 2.
Yes.
So I'm really, really stoked for this season. And like I said, we are honored that you are here. We love you guys. Thank you for being here for season 2. We are so encouraged walking into the season and we just can't wait for all that's going to come from it this fall. So yeah, we love that you're here. We have a Facebook group that you can go and add yourself in and you can be encouraged there, meet some people. Yeah. And new episodes launch every Wednesday. So come back next week. And yeah, we love you guys and thank you for being here. Have a good week. Bye. We had so much fun getting to hang out with you today, and we hope that you are feeling encouraged, loved, and full of purpose.
If you've enjoyed today's podcast episode, we would absolutely love it if you would write us a review so that we can hear how we encouraged you. And if you haven't subscribed, go do that right now. Also, you can join the sisterhood by finding us on Instagram at The Refined Sisterhood.
Okay, friend, we hope you have the best week, and we will see you in the next episode.